Welcome to Sports Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. We are in full-on strikeout mode as the fans doing their part to try to disturb the vision of the visitors. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. We'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Reese?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Penn State! He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
What a great way receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Intercepted, number 19. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's a gift to Peoples. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains. Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Working the ground game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Through the air, it's O'Neal. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll go to the counter play. All over him immediately.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Look out! Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Racing to the right. Inside the 30. Attack. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer, force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 20. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Sends it back in motion. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The running back has it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Making the adjustment. Plows his way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Beck. Left side, it's Wallace. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll run it with James Peoples. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Inside the touchdown and State. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the back. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Going to the ground. Crosses to 35. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Air Force taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's Air Force able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive.
Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Off play action. Rush is on. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Back to throw. It's O'Neal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gotta make the play on 4. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff for Peoples. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short in the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Peoples again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Martin. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Out wide left, it's Martin. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Stopped right there.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Lucky to get it off.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's open on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
They're all over it, and they got it.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for running room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They give it to him again. Powers through the defender. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's O'Neal. Turns it upfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Hand it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keep it on the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Makes a connection. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
Grabs it, and he will score. Touchdown, UNC.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He fires one deep down the right side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the move. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it in his belly. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game. to nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That's going to be a safety. Why in the world would you retreat to your end zone? Just a mind-numbing mistake.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's O'Neal. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rashad Downs going up top. Turns it upfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snap in the shotgun. He wants a big play here late. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's down, and this game will end